Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and as I have said in the last video, which if you haven't checked out you definitely should, link is in the description, today I will be going over my own deck list and explaining my choices for my card ratios. So here's the deck. First of all, the Ursarctic parts. For the small bears, I usually run 3 McPolar, 3 McBillis, and 1 McTanis. Always run 3 McPolar. With McPolar we only need any 2 other tributes to start a combo, so there's no debate here. Then I chose 3 McBillis. While McBillis takes the maxi harder than the other 2 small bears, it is more common for the opponent to disrupt you while you send a card to the graveyard, which would stop McTanis, the only other option we have. McBillis also allows us to summon the big bear without using its summoning effect, so we can still do something if McBillis gets negated. Here I only have 7 small bears in total because we also have Pancratops, Vtuber, and Barastos, which all can act as a small bear, so we can run away with a slightly lower small bear count. Then we have the big bears, 3 of each. Without them you cannot do anything. If you really want to make some space in the deck, it's okay to cut 1 or 2 of each, but always run as many as possible. Then the spells. 3 Departure to add consistency to the deck. It also brings card advantage when the cost replacing effect is used, so we need 3. 3 Radiation, no debate. It's how you win. If it resolves, you probably won the duel already. Who doesn't want to draw 7 cards and that also chain blocks while also putting stuff from your graveyard back to the deck? It's literally the perfect card, so always run 3. 2 Big Dipper. You always need at least 1, but I would avoid running 3 as it doesn't really count as a tribute on its own, and can brick in the hand. Even if it's soft once per turn, you don't want to activate it from the hand because you need to banish stuff from the grave for it to be used. 2 here because we are also running Pot of Desires, and if we banish both of our Big Dippers we are done for. Personally, I don't run Ursarctic Slider or Ursarctic Quint Charge. Slider is a monster reborn, but it doesn't help with our consistency. Even with it in the hand, we still need 2 other Ursarctic monsters to start a combo. It is useful when your effects get negated, but when you can't start the combo it doesn't matter. Bear in mind, pun intended, you can't summon the synchro monsters with Slider because they aren't actually synchro summoned. I think Master Duel actually lets you do that, but as far as I know that should be wrong. Slider is worth some experimentation. In practice it might be good if we are already consistent enough, but I don't think we are. No Quint Charge because we are playing Blind second, and Quint Charge is a trap card. Even in the long game we can simply use Radiation instead. Then we have the extra stuff. Remember, this part can be switched out for better cards depending on what you are going against. If your part of the ranked ladder is filled with trap tricks and labyrinths, which is what I am currently facing, put more back row clearing into the deck. If you face a lot of sprites, maybe put in the lava golem or the sphere mode instead. So, 3 Ash Blossom and the 2 called by the graves as well. They are all used to stop max C, which while doesn't kill us completely, it hinders us enough for me to worry about. Even if we don't get max seed, they are powerful enough on its own and useful in almost any matchup. So the only thing we have to worry about is having too many of these non-tribute monsters in our deck, which may break our hand if we draw too many of them. Pancratops. Run 3 without a doubt. A free chain pop any card which can out skill drain while adding consistency to the deck is too good to give up. It can't win a game alone, but definitely helps you get there no matter what you're facing. Then against back row we also have 3 Barastos. Barastos removes 2 back row without targeting or destroying them. This is very useful when trying to circumvent the protection effects runics have. As the part of the effect to destroy cards in the hand to summon itself is not a cost, you won't lose much if its effect gets negated. To go with the Barastos is the 1 Vtuber. While Vtuber itself can also remove any threat from the field by bouncing it, it is also a worm, so it is our target for Barastos' second effect if it ever comes up. Then we have 2 Alpha the Master of Beasts. Alpha is like the powered up version of Vtuber, at the cost of being unable to remove spell or traps. If we bounce something like Lava Golem with Alpha, we essentially remove the 2 cards on the opponent's field, while using 0 cards in our hand, which is absolutely absurd. Too bad it is level 8, not level 7. Otherwise, I would definitely run it at 3 like Pancratops. Then we have 2 Pot of Desires. It's Pot of Greed, but you can't afford to run 3 because it is once per turn, and we need the main deck to do anything. Cards I sometimes swap to are Lava Golem and Sphere Mode. As I have said, it goes very well with the Alpha, the Master of Beasts, and they're undoubtedly the best board clearers available to us, as we don't need a normal summon. Finally, we have the extra deck. 3 Polari because we need it to get anywhere. Then 2 each of Septentrion and Grand Chariot is usually sufficient. Then we have 1 Baron. We can make it when we have a spare Ash in the hand. Vermilion Dragon Mech is there for when we don't have to pop 2 with Grand Chariot, and is better when we are low on resources. Gigantic Castle is also level 9 Synchro and is a cheap way to get over 3000 attack in our deck, but that's literally all it can do. Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, is easy to reach its full potential with our deck. We can summon it easily with bears we have left from last turn, and with all our monsters being level 7 or higher, we almost always get the soldier's protection effects. Finally, we have 1 Monk for Vishuddha, and that ends the monster we can use. The rest are just specific counters to certain scenarios. Langaribo is our easy out to Nightmare Ibli, Pentastag is our way to out Crooked Coke, and a branded fusion monster so that we can use a Mirror Jade if we stole one with Big Dipper. This ends my deck list. I will be looking at jamming other stuff into the deck, particularly deck fusion packages. And until next time, may the heart of the cards be with you.